Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the SH Figuarts Twintail from the Return of Ultraman series. And first we want to start off with the articulation, so let's work our way up from the bottom to the top. Alright, from the very bottom, actually on the feet, you get some rotation here on these little foot pads. So, as you can take a look, a little bit of rotation there. Nothing too crazy, but it's nice that it's there nonetheless. Alright, move with the head. Let's start with the head. You can actually turn it at the neck, left and right a bit. Don't want to force that head to turn too much. Might actually get the head to pop off in that case, and I don't want to do that. You can have him look up. You can have Twintail look down. You can even get the mouth to open quite a decent amount. Very, very nice. Let's see, in terms of other areas of articulation, you do kind of have a solid piece here at the neck, but you get some movement here at this fold where it starts to bend upwards, and you have just a collection of ball joints, so you can get Twintail to lean back quite a bit. Problem here with that is that you'll have him fall over due to the lack of support at the front and most of the weight being at the back and bottom. To correct that, you're going to kind of have to manipulate the top portion of Twintail if you really want him to lean back quite a bit. It's not going to really work. Maybe there's a trick to it, but I haven't figured it out yet. But however, you can get some rotation at these ball joints. Nothing too crazy, but a decent amount. Go easy on Twintail. And of course, the second head or ass of Twintail, I don't know, it's such a weird thing, creature. You could get some side to side rocking there. You could get it to look up that much. You could get it to look down quite a bit. Twintail, you can even get him to bend forward this much, and I know a lot of people like this pose, so that he can just kind of attack with those tails. Up here, you can actually rotate the tails quite a good amount, 360, so if you kind of want to have Twintail look like he's moving along at a quick pace, you can kind of have him like that, so he's just kind of cruising along, you know, like that. So that works out nicely. You can rotate them back so that he's got his focus and attack towards the front. Now, my biggest point of contention with these pieces is how weak they are. Unfortunately, they didn't really use too many ball joints for this section. It would have been preferable if they did, but as they had to get thinner, they unfortunately stopped at this part. So you do get bit of movement there and a bit of movement up here, but this final piece, and you saw this in the unboxing if you saw it, these pieces only rotate, and gotta be careful with them, because especially on mine, on this one, I don't know if it's just the mold that's bad, but for some reason this piece comes out very, very easily. And since it's not a ball joint, so to speak, and I checked in that crevice where it goes in, and it doesn't seem like there's a ball joint that's snapped off at all. It's very unfortunate. There's very little in terms of keeping this piece in place. So even the slightest flick will knock it off. That's a quality control issue, I take it, and it is not a good one. So gotta deduct points for that. That's unfortunate. But one cool feature about Twintail is that he actually can go into a swimming pose. When Twintail's on the water, he looks very, very interesting. And to do that, you would have to get into this piece right here and kind of pull it out. I'm about to do this for the first time, so let's... Alright. Just one easy snap. As you can see, it's, oh, that's a very small ball joint, so you definitely want to be careful with that when you're putting it in and taking it out. And that frees up a lot of space down there, so you can get Twintail to bend over a nice amount. And I'm showing you here how it's done. Also take note that Twintail's feet can actually pivot as such, forward and back, so that's always cool. Now that that piece is free, let's see how this works. Oh, ball joints, nice. So just showing that off. Didn't come out easily. I stressed it enough to the point where it popped out. So all you gotta do is just push it back in there to get it back in. Alright, so now that that's it back in, and voila, what you see here is pretty much what you get. I might have done something wrong or skipped a step. However, that's pretty much the gist of it. Looks pretty cool. Another interesting point of articulation, Twintail can actually kind of lift itself up from its base and feet to kind of look up quite a bit more, but it doesn't maintain this pose for whatever reason. So maybe if you bend the back a bit, it's not really gonna work. But I don't know why they threw that in there. Maybe just the engineering side of things. But overall, Twintail has a decent amount of articulation, pretty much what you would expect from a figure of this caliber. So in terms of sculpt, I feel that they absolutely nailed it when it came to accurately getting this guy in figure form. You've seen a lot of Twintail figures in the past, but none of them quite get the details quite like this guy. This thing is creepy, weird, and the Figuarts and Tamashii, they nailed it with this sculpt. It looks absolutely accurate and almost to a point where it gets kind of in the way of articulation. But overall, the sculpt is really nice. All these little spikes on the back of Twintail do kind of leave imprints on your fingers the longer you hold on to him. But the nice little ridges on that other face here with those green metallic eyes, the paint job really stands out. It's really nice. Love the spikes here on the side, the spikes on the twin tail portions of this guy. Really, really nice gradient of the brown into the green on the sides. And aside from a couple of spots where I have like a chip of paint or a smudge of paint coming off here on the bottom of the foot, not too big of a deal. Yeah, overall, those are the only, quality control issues that I did find with this guy. Definitely like the detail they did on the teeth and the mouth. The eyes are really derp, but that's kind of the point with Twintail. Very derpy looking monster, whatever the hell this thing is. Some type of weird ass worm. Don't know, but I love the detail, the cracked skin. Looks very dry, almost kind of like dry mud. In the little details, oh, it's beautiful. Ooh, love it, so good. Mwah, very nice. In terms of accessories, unfortunately Twintail doesn't really come with much. Just the two optional tail pieces to strangle Ultraman with. So if you want to do that, it's really cool. All you have to do is just pop these two tails out from the ball joints. Again, that piece goes flying. Probably lost it this time. And then you just take the two tail pieces and you just plug them in. As such. Motherfucker. So what you want to get to do is detach Ultraman Jack's head from the neck. Very simple, pulls out really easily. Put the right tail over the left tail of Twintail. Slide Ultraman Jack's neck up the holes and just kind of reattach him at the neck. It's not too easy, but at the same time it's not that hard. And there you go. Ultraman Jack is being strangled to death. Holy crap, what a clusterfuck this is. But you kind of get the idea. So, personally, I do like this figure a lot. But I do wish the tail was better engineered to not be so damn delicate. The articulation is good, but a bit stiff for my liking, especially around the tail end pieces. Despite that, the paint job is wonderful and the sculpt is accurate enough for me. The lack of more accessories is a bit of a bummer, but what he does come with is a nice touch. If you want to add more show era goodness to your Monster Arts and Figuarts collection, you honestly can't go wrong with picking up Twintail. That's pretty much it for this video review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and let me know in the comments below if you think this figure is awesome or not. Don't forget to share, it also helps out the channel a great deal. And if you're subscribed, don't forget to hit up that bell icon in the main channel so that you're up to date with any future video uploads. And once again, everybody, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, here are some other videos you might be interested in as well. See you all soon.